Hey guys, welcome to Imaj Love She Said. Okay, let's get right into it because there's a lot of important things to talk about. But of course, before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe. Catch up with some of my other videos. And okay, let's go. Now, have you guys ever heard of John Lewis? Well, I have him pulled up right here on my phone. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Whatever. Look here. John Lewis. John Robert Lewis was an American politician and civil rights leader who served in the United States House of Representatives from Georgia's 5th Congressional District from 1987 until his death in 2020 from pancreatic cancer. Okay, so if you didn't know who that was, that's who he is. Why is he so significant? Well, I think that he's significant for all the crap that he's put himself through. Just to sit there and tell our selfish behinds to, live how we're living. He was mentoring under Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whatever, which one. See, even crap like that. That's just how much we are not appreciative of the leaders and the people who have come before us to make the way and pave the way so that way we can forget who they are. Or what they did exactly, He was a leader of the Democratic Party in the U.S. House of Representatives, serving as Chief Deputy Whip, and from 2003 as Senior Chief Deputy Whip. Lewis received many honorary degrees and awards, including Presidential Medal of Freedom. Let me just say this to you guys, okay? This guy is great, basically, okay? He's like the top of the food chain, top of the line, what you want in a guy. He's not just for black people, he's for all people and stuff. That whole all lives matter. Well, he was actually did that stuff and knew what it meant to be that. It was significant. Even now, I'm not a fan of Oprah. I'm not a fan of Oprah. But even Oprah did a full-on segment. So I don't know if you guys can catch it on YouTube or not. I'll try to see if I can add the link. But she did a full segment of this man and the things that happened and the people that were with him. There was even a man who beat him. He was a police officer, part of the Ku Klux Klan, who apologized to him. That is really big and bold to go and apologize. And just think about all the people who didn't get to apologize to him. Or, who still have that same mindset and have taught their children that same mindset. All I'm saying is, if at any point someone who was being, racially discriminatory or beat me came and apologized to me, that's a big deal in itself. Let alone doing it to a deputy chief. And he did everything he did stood for something, okay? I'm talking about when you on your mission, when you know what you're supposed to be doing. It's almost like Harriet Tubman movie. Now, I don't know if they say it's like the most accurate depiction. So, I'm gonna guess it is. But if it is like a situation where it's like a Harriet Tubman where she is running and she don't stop running, she don't forget, she just does it. And that's her purpose. When you are on your purpose, ain't nothing stopping you. Except for pancreatic cancer. But shoot, he lived a full life, went to jail like over 70 something times. Sometimes he just knew he was going to jail. He was like, well, I'm probably going to get locked up for this. But that's a big deal. So, and he died 2 days ago. Well, maybe longer than that, but they were speaking about this 2 days ago. And it's like, when I think about how, because like I'm always checking my social media stuff to see about some news, something that's going to be interesting to pique my interest, something that's going to, I feel like, pique your interest, something that's different or something that's not really talked about. I like talking about those things. And so when I'm looking, he did not come up. And he should have. He should have came up on my feed. He should have came, especially with all this Black Lives Matter crap going on right now. I would think that he would be on everybody's page, but he's not. You know, Obama spoke at his eulogy and things like that. You know, all I'm saying, guys, is that we're so caught up in, you know, this, you know, crap that don't matter and stuff. You know, I know it's a big deal. I mean, it's not to say that Megan Thee Stallion doesn't matter, because she does matter, and nobody should have to suffer through domestic violence or any of those things. But this also is somebody, a man who is not part of our mainstream media. He's not a hot girl summer. He's not a rapper. He is a politician who paved the way and helped pave the way, just like many others before us, to make sure that to ensure and give us the freedoms that we have today, just so we can take them for granted. And I think that's important, and it should have been off the top of my feed. It should have been something that I should have seen on the news or something like that. I watch the news like every single day. So that's all I'm saying. And people who are, you know, understanding where I'm coming from, like, you'll get me. Like, you know, this is important, but this is also important. It's just like, just because they're not a part of our times and not in the spotlight as we like to act like they should be, doesn't make it less important, doesn't mean that it's false information or any of those things. And he is part of what paves the way for us to be voting. Voting. Yeah, let's get excited about it. You see, I'm wearing I voted t-shirt. You like it? I'll zoom in for you. Look at that. There you go. Look at that. Okay? Yes. Who has voted? Who has voted? If you have not voted, you need to vote. You need to vote. You need to vote, 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 vote. You know why? Because it's important. It's not just enough. There was a rap song made, and I'm going to do the best that I can. If I succeeded at this, then you will see the link in my in the description box that has a link to a rap song that helps you to understand what voting means and why it's important and why everyone should be doing it, especially. And I'm saying all people, but I'm saying black people need to get off their behinds. This is how we make the world better. Just like we got off our butts and stuff like that and voted for Obama, we need to get off our butts again and do another vote. We need to also remember, and we have to keep doing it. How do you get to a rich man and his money? You sit up there, you play the game that he knows how to play. You don't get there by sitting up there doing the game that he don't know how to play, or that or that he's so rich and too powerful enough to play. No, you play the game like you're supposed to, and that includes voting. That's how you really get to these people, by voting. Just like the whole gun law. I said it before, I'll say it again. The way that you can stop getting arrested for having guns, black people, that they can stop taking that stuff away from you and stuff, is if you get registered. If you have a registered gun. If you cannot have a registered gun, well then you and your homies, you need to be having your homies back. Hey, you ain't got no criminal record. Oh, let me get the paperwork for you so you can have this gun for me. Because anybody rocking with me need to have a gun. Because I can't have one. Whatever. It's super cool. Be registered. Same thing, vote. This is how you beat the system. This is how you win. This is how you take the monkey off of your back. What is the point of sitting up there having a monkey on your back if it don't get you nowhere? Ain't getting you not a doggone where. You just sit up there walking around, you're a non-voter. You got guns that you're not registered for. You got babies that you don't want to take care of on child support. I mean, gosh, if the system wasn't against you already, come on, vote. Vote so that way this stuff can be better. So that way, learn how to vote for legislative. Learn how to vote for judicial. Learn how to vote for the let me tell you. I'm telling you. I have it right here. I was doing research, right? Dude, when I tell you that USA.gov has all the information that you need, USA.gov has all the information that you need. It literally has it. Okay, look. it has branches of the U.S. It says about the U.S. That's the tab I clicked on. It says branches of the U.S. government. 3 branches of the U.S. government: executive, legislative, judicial branches of government, and see lesson plans for teachers. Okay? Legislative is Congress, Senate, House of Representatives. They make laws. Though legislative laws, they make them. So who do we need to be voting for when it comes to baby mama dramas, guns, jail? We need to be voting for the people who are going to be in legislative. You know why? Because those are the people that are making our freaking laws. Who is that? Who executive carries out the laws? That has the president, vice president, and the cabinet. So these are the people that are sitting there speaking to us. That's the showmanship. That's the showmanship. That's the one that you have on the front runner. Like, hey, yo, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be carrying this crap out in the next 30 days. Yeah. Vote for. So that's who we keep voting for. But we're missing out on the legislative. We got to vote for the legislative. And then the judicial interprets laws. Supreme Court and other federal courts. So where we be getting mad at the court systems, really it's the people that are making the laws and saying the laws that we need to be after. We have to vote. We gotta vote. Legislative. Look here. I'm gonna post the link. I'm gonna post as much in the description box as possible about, don't look at my broken phone, about when are voting dates for the legislative branches and presidential ones. If you think this video was too long, trust and believe me, I have longer. I'm telling you, get excited. I'm telling you, it's time to vote. Vote! Vote! I'm gonna vote. You need to vote. You can do it online. You can send it in by mail. You can go in person. You have to vote. It is our time. You got all this Black Lives Matter, your life matters, police life matters, dog lives matters, cat lives matters, your freaking tarantula lives matter. Everybody's lives matter, but yet ain't nobody doing what we're supposed to be doing to make sure that we can have all the things that we're gonna have. Get off your behind and vote today. Go vote. It's important. It's our livelihood. You want to make stuff better. You want to have change. You want to you want to continue to see people getting bombed on the streets and stuff like that, and police brutality. Well, we have the power to go and change police brutality if we go and vote for the legislative. We have the power to do that. So you and I and us have to get off our butts and go vote. Go vote. I'm woosahing.